But the bad news, I guess, for my YouTube audience is that I do not plan to vlog. Are you freaking kidding me? Good morning, you're watching my real life vlogs. Welcome back. Just finished up therapy, physical therapy with Ava, and now I'm about to drop her off at daycare. As you can tell by my get up, it's about to be a marathon training morning. I waited really late to get started on this, so I'm actually kind of nervous because it's a little later in the morning and the sun is out. But today is a very specific training drill. I'm doing heel repeats. Sorry, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold. Thanks, Ava. So I'm gonna find a shaded area where I know that there's a hill, and I'm just gonna do the same hill over and over for the completion of the drill, and I think I should be okay. I'm gonna bring my water. You know, it's not the same thing as running a distance where I have to have everything on me. I could literally bring my backpack and just sit it over in the grass, you know? So I think I'll be fine. Plus I can take like rests and stuff like that, but hopefully we'll get through it. I only have to do it 12 times. Only 12 times. But yeah, this week is kind of like a prep week, y'all, because it's actually 3 major travel events coming up. There's Australia later this month that I need to get things in place for. There's Ava's little birthday thing. We're taking a little family road trip for that. And then there's Costa Rica, which is another one of my hosted group travel experiences coming right after Australia. So I gotta get a lot of stuff in place, and y'all know how I am, I'm a planner. So I need to get as in front of all this stuff as I can. So it starts now. I've been getting a lot of deliveries and things in for like the welcome bags and stuff like that. A lot of QA that has to take place. So far so good with everything. But yeah, about to head out and get this one dropped off. Anthony and Ann are actually still asleep, so I've been trying to keep it down. Even through Ava's whole like physical therapy session, we were trying to like keep it down and stuff so they can rest. Ann needed to catch up on some sleep for sure. She needs to get back into the school year, because that's when her routine really sticks and really helps and needs to be on her routine. I had my morning coffee. I'm debating if I should take my pre-workout. Sometimes I'll be feeling like I need the carbs, but since I already had my coffee, I'm like, oh, is that too much caffeine? I might take a quick little sip or maybe mix it in with my water. But yeah, y'all want to come to the trail with me? Whoa, whoa, my love is a lie taker. All right, here's the deal. Listening to my slow run playlist today. A lot of Weezer, a lot of Jodeci, a lot of Foster the People. Okay, So I finished my warm-up, which was 1.25 at a conversational pace. I was running comfy, around 9:50 pace. Felt pretty comfy. Didn't feel like I was putting in any effort. I'm coming off of a leg day, a lower body strength day, so my legs are feeling really fresh. So I'm kind of hitting it a little bit today, but no regrets. We're going with the flow. We're doing what feels comfortable. We're dismissing data today, okay? So yeah, after the warm-up, I just gotta go back to this hill that I observed over here. I think it'll be a really good one. It's not too steep, not too flat. It's perfect. And I think it's really gonna mimic the conditions in Sydney, which is what I want, which is why this drill is even incorporated into my workout today. So I'm just heading back over with a nice brisk walk. Another thing, y'all, I'm still coming down off of this cold, and it's definitely affecting my performance with my runs. Not in a major way, but definitely gave me pause, especially since I'm so close to marathon day. I was like, oh my God, like I'm within the last month leading up to the race. How is this going to affect me? Exercise ring closed. But feeling a lot better. It's clearing up, but it's just like the congestion in the chest part. That's the part that'll really get you. It's not so much the runny nose and all that stuff. It's when you're out here trying to breathe, you know, and then you start coughing. That was the thing, but I feel a lot better today. A lot more spitting than usual, you know. I wore my Brooks today. The tongue on this one is irritating me, but I'm just dealing with it because my Asics are a little dirty right now. So this is the top of the hill that I've identified. It loops around, so that makes it a little bit nicer. You know, just add a little variation so I'm not just running up and down, up and down. So it does kind of loop around here, and the drop off is about right around here. See, so it's very subtle. But that climb, it's kind of long, and it will change you, okay? It will challenge you to change you. Flip around and show y'all kind of where it does. You see, so it's just like a, I don't know, like 100 feet incline. And then there's actually another hill back there, but that one is really short. I wanted a longer stretch. So this is the one we're gonna do. Not as steep as I would have liked, but whatever. The hard part about finding a hill for this is that the lap is 60 seconds and you're running like hard. So you have to find a hill that is 60 seconds long. And I don't think there's anything like that around here, honestly. Now, I could do this on the treadmill. I've done them on the treadmill before. Actually, this is my first time doing it on the pavement, but I'm like, I need to hit the pavement with this if I'm trying to simulate race conditions. I can't do all of my hill repeats on a treadmill, you know? So that's why I'm out here forcing it. But yeah, it's tough because when I just did this hill, the hill ran out and there was still time left in the lap. So I just ran up another hill. So I'm really doing like two different hills. So I don't know, we'll see. My pace for that first one was 7:50. Let's get a little faster. Okay, that was the fastest one so far. That one was a sub 7, 6:56 pace. What's crazy is that that's not even as fast as Kipchoge and them be running the marathons. That's an all-out sprint for me. Okay, we're gonna try this hill next. So far so good, maintaining 7-minute mile pace on every hill I've done. If I can run a hill at a 7-minute pace, I can run it at a 10. All done, all done. This run was very triumphant, I must say. I feel really good about it. Tackling those hills with a pace I can be proud of. And y'all, on that last one, I kept running after I finished the hill because it was flat after that, flat-ish. Kept going, and I finished that mile lap in my fastest mile time of 6:42. I may or may not have had to walk after that. That may go down in history as the fastest mile I've ever ran or ever will run, but I did it. That's a nice confidence boost leading up to this race, I tell you. So I did stop at my car and get some liquid IV. I needed it. Y'all, I had to sit out on the bench for a little bit after that last one. And I just did like a cool down walk, like 0.25 miles. Y'all, look at this beautiful scenery. Like, are you freaking kidding? Are you freaking kidding me? I feel like I'm in the savannah with a paved road. Y'all, I love it. But yeah, I had to sit down and rest, and then I went to the car and drank about 16 ounces of water. And then I did a quick little 0.25 walk there and back. And I'm done. Time for breakfast. And that was pretty much a music-free run, just because I had to listen to the instructions a lot that were coming through the headphones from the app. So yeah, I barely even listened to any music, and it was just fine. I really needed that run, y'all. I needed that confidence boost, because these last couple of long runs have been very poor performance-wise, in my opinion. I've had to stop and walk. I've had to take rest days, you know, and I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that my tempo runs have been disrupted a lot just from traveling. And then, you know, and then me getting sick and taking some time off to rest and stuff, it kind of threw off my routine. So I need it today. Okay, back home, feeling real salty and dirty and sweaty and ugh. So let me head upstairs and take a shower. It's pretty awesome that Ann and Anthony just pulled out of the driveway to go to Costco. I'm like, okay. So they ran to Costco, so I'm home alone. Quiet house. I can take my shower in peace. I'm all for it. All right, we got some lunches being prepared here. I'm making myself a turkey and cheddar sandwich with sourdough, and then Anthony is gonna have New York strip with a little piece of freshly grown, homegrown rosemary. I'm putting rosemary in everything, and been loving my Our Place Always Pan 2.0. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Shoot, I've been using this more than my Hex Class stuff. Then to wash it all down, I'm gonna do this lemon lime probiotic by Poppy. Yum yum. And back from Costco, they did a super quick Costco run. They didn't even get much, and he forgot my avocados. I wanted some avocado toast instead of the turkey sandwich, but I'll make do. I probably needed the turkey for the protein anyway. A couple vlogs ago, I was talking to y'all about wanting to up my protein, like just being more intentional about it, trying to get more. I'm gonna add some arugula and garlic aioli to my sandwich, and I regretfully report that I have not done that. My protein intake is exactly the same. I started on the right path, you know. I was like mixing up the protein powder and stuff, and I just feel like I am right back where I was. Getting enough protein is like really difficult for me. It's like one of those things where it's like, do I need a private chef, you know, a personal chef to, you know, be like, here's the goal, help me get there? Because I am just not good at it on a whim, you know. Mom life, cooking all these different meals for the girls, cooking for Anthony. It's like all these people whose diet and meals are my priority, it's hard for me to prioritize my own. I was reminded of my protein deficiencies when I was running today. I saw this girl walking on the trail, and I mean, she had obviously finished her workout and she was cooling down, and she looked so good. Muscle tone, her butt cheeks were just like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything was like proper, and I know that's a high protein diet that got her there. That is not just going to the gym, that is getting your protein in. Plus, I know that because I was talking to a personal trainer who told me, when you see people like that with the little snatched waist, the big solid glutes and everything else, that's from them prioritizing protein and strength training and lifting heavy and, you know, everything else that comes with it, but it's getting the protein. And I'm like, dang, you know, I mean, she was younger than me too, so I have to give myself some grace there. Like, she's probably like in her 20s. But I still looked at that and I'm like, see, that's a protein girl. So I just wanna get there so I can build the muscle to help me sustain this aging process, because I don't want my body to start breaking down prematurely. I need the muscle to help me, you know, age more gracefully, or continue to age gracefully. Okay, my sandwich. My sandwich looks good. Yummy, yummy. And go over there with this stuff. Go over there so mommy can sit here, okay? You need to go sit down, sweet girl. You have your lunch prepared. You need to sit down and start to enjoy it. Get over here. Enjoy. Enjoy. It's just so crazy being a woman. Anthony, your steak is ready. You trying to have some eggs with it or what? And go over there and turn that down. It's too loud. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down.
I'm gonna take it off to work.
You doing what? Oh, you taking it to work? Okay. Yeah, it's just like so difficult. You know, it's like all this stuff we have to balance and stuff. And like, you know, like I feel like at one point the priority was like drink more water. You know what I mean? So your body can function better and everything, you know, can flow and everything else. Improve all of the systems, you know, so get your water. And so, you know, I made sure to do that, and I went through all of the feats and backflips to make sure I'm getting enough water. And then it's like, okay, great, you're getting enough water. Now you got to get enough sleep. You know, you go through everything to try to fit that into your life and make that a routine. And then it's like, okay, you need more protein, and then you need sun, and like, you know, all these things you have to prioritize. And like I said, it's hard to juggle when you have other people's business that you have to tend to, you know. So I'm in the phase now where I'm just trying to eat right, you know. I'm trying not to skip meals. I'm trying not to eat like a bird because I don't have time, or because I'm too busy, or because I'm on the go and I'll just grab this little piece of bread and this little bag of chips, you know. That's not gonna do it. Yes, you'll be in a calorie deficit, but you will not be gaining muscle like you think. And I just don't want to be like in the gym, you know, getting it in, and I'm not seeing the results that other girls are seeing, you know. That's all. It's just top of mind now. Just trying to eat right. So this sandwich is looking real good. Yummy, yummy. Andy girl, come on, sit down. What do you want? No, let me go. You got Doritos all over your hands. Tastes like 7-Up. Somebody said to get more protein out of my eggs, to add cottage cheese. I tried that. It was like the nastiest thing I've ever eaten. I think putting egg whites into your regular scrambled egg mix is probably the better way to go. Cottage cheese is so nasty. I don't want no parts of that. Like, oh my God. Just came back inside from hanging out in the back with the girls, doing the trampoline, doing the slide, doing the swings, okay. Sansa girl walking around. It was just a little bit of chaos. I'm like, okay, y'all, we're done. I think, I don't know how much time went by, an hour and a half. I was like, yeah, that's enough. I'm ready to come back inside, and I got tired. Just too much hypervigilance. Like, Ann went and got the hose, start spraying water everywhere. Ava wants to play with Sansa. Sansa is not being extremely gentle. Ava wants to go down the hot slide. Just all kinds of stuff going on. I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. That'll do it. That's enough. So we're back inside having a little snack time. Ava is having some Cheetos and Olipop. Girl, I had to put some Olipop, just a little taste. She really likes it. And she's been sitting at this table. Y'all remember this? It's an Ann hand-me-down. She graduated from her high chair scenario to this. Now, the high chair that Ava has is the same kind of chair that Ann is sitting in. All you do is take off some of the parts. You can make it be for a big kid, so it's not that she can't sit in anymore. But since she's been at school getting so used to this kind of setup, I figured I'd just let her sit here for some fun time. She can play here, she can snack here, and we pretty much just use her high chair for hairstyling when she lets us. You need help? You got it? Okay, okay, big girl. Cause they be at school getting it in. Okay, so Ann made me take all the furniture covers off so she could sit in the cushion. She's like, look, if this is gonna be an outdoor living room, it's gotta be like that, 100%. While they're having their snacks, it's time for me to sit down. Y'all, I've been running since 7 a.m. I've been running since 7 a.m. I am just tired. Just want to sit down, you know? Woke up early so that I could facilitate Ava's physical therapy. Then had to drop Ava off at daycare. Then I went straight to my marathon training. Then I had to respond to some pesky emails. Then it was like, okay, it's time for Ava to come home from daycare. Now it's time to be in full gear. So yeah, I'm kind of like starting to feel the weight of the day. So I'm just gonna sit here and look at some YouTube videos and wind down with these girls. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here comes somebody. Good morning, it's a couple days later. I'm just standing here receiving deliveries. I was ordering some stuff. I've been ordering stuff. I just got back from my annual physical. Feeling very good about it, right? I did it early morning, which is perfect for me. Sometimes I think we can give ourselves a greater chance of having a pleasant experience if we just go about scheduling in ways that is gonna set us up for success. So I had a great visit. I had a nice chat with my doctor. The older I get, the more these physicals are not as carefree as they used to be, because like, although I'm active, I eat pretty well and I try my best, I still go into these appointments thinking something's gonna be wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially following the trauma of losing my sister to a health-related cause, and she was perfectly healthy otherwise, you get what I'm saying? And like watching her decline and the doctor's visits and how all of that like was such a shocker for her and the rest of the family, stuff like that still makes me feel like even though I'm doing everything right, you know what I mean? So I'm waiting for my blood work and stuff, but everything else about the exam went great. I got reminded though that I need to get my eyes checked, and yeah, that's something that I need to do in terms of preventive care. But everything else is great. All of my pap smears and dentist visits, everything is up to date and looking good. So it was really, really awesome. And my doctor, my primary doctor, is actually a millennial. So, you know, I'm not trying to say that you need to have a doctor in your same generation, but it's really nice like having that, because I'm able to talk to her. She can relate, you know, I can use the millennial slang and she's gonna get it. Like, just like culturally we're more aligned. So anywho, girl, when I got home, listen, let me tell you, when I am not here, things be like the schedule be off. So Ava is just now getting dropped off to daycare, late AF, okay? Anthony just dropped her off. I came back home like, wait a minute, why is she still here? She's supposed to be at daycare. Anyway, he dropped her off and then he's on his way to a doctor's appointment. It's got to do with his back and all the things with that accident that he had last year. And it's just a lot of stuff going on right now, like planning wise and just like trying to get everything organized. So yeah, you guys are kind of catching me in the middle of that. I didn't even have breakfast yet. All I had was my iced coffee, but I'm happy and proud because my iced coffee was my protein iced coffee and it was so delicious. So I was drinking on that, and I need to get some solid food going on, but I'm not hungry just yet. So I'm gonna wait. In the meantime, let's go out here and water some plants. Y'all, look at my lilies. This is the year of the lilies. Look at those. They haven't flowered yet, but it is coming. And then these lilies, look how much they multiplied. Just absolutely insane. So we got those yellow florals coming out there. This lily is not as big as the other ones, I think, because the pot is smaller. And then this one. Girl, I'm gonna have to get my neighbor over here and show her like those little bitty bulbs that she gave me. And like, look how they have thrived. Really love my flowers this year. I can't even front. Okay, so my peppers, my bell peppers are doing so good. I've already pulled 3 of them off of this one, so it looks kind of empty. And my rosemary, been eating the heck out of that. And my Fresno chilies are finally turning red, so I'm actually gonna pluck these off this morning and then just let these turn red here. We got a big one up here that just appeared. And this is like the one food plant you don't have to worry about the rodents or the birds, baby. They not messing with your peppers. There's like a natural repellent. I will definitely be getting these year after year. These were just amazing. Good morning, salsa girl. Good morning. How's it going? When I came back from Bali, Anthony had failed to water a bunch of my plants because it was raining and he thought the rain was gonna be enough. But some of the plants that were like closer to the house, like the hanging plants and the plants here in my raised garden bed, needed manual watering because the rain doesn't really get that close to the house like that. So anyway, all of my hanging baskets have died and my cilantro died. The rest of the plants were able to sustain even though they were thirsty AF when I got home, but the cilantro died, so I was kind of disappointed about that. I think for next year, I'm gonna plant a hydrangea bush right here because I think I really like the view of the flowers from the inside that I get from my roses of Sharon down there. So I'm either gonna do one hydrangea bush here and leave that, or I'm gonna see if I feel that I need to just replace that with a hydrangea bush. We'll see. The only thing I don't like about the roses of Sharon, you know, not that it's not beautiful, but it blooms really late in the season. So like all early spring, early summer, you're just looking at like a green shrub, you know. So I'm gonna see how I feel, but yeah, I gotta put something right here. And Sansa dug another hole right here, and I just filled it up yesterday. Now don't walk away, don't walk away. And y'all, the girl who drew my blood was like complimenting my outfit. Like, I was like, thanks. I think I was cute, but thank you. She liked my top. I was like, this whole thing? Let me show you guys some stuff that I ordered. I bought a bunch of accessories off Shein because I had a credit because I had to return something and get a refund. So I was like, oh, let me just buy some cute summer stuff, I guess end of summer stuff. So I got these denim shorts. Y'all, I lost 5 pounds and I just don't know how to act. I bought these little denim shorts. Oh, they're stretchy, that's right. And kind of high-waisted, kind of like a flattering cut-off denim short for someone my age. But this is gonna be for Costa Rica. I wanted to put together some looks for Costa Rica. We're doing a horseback riding activity and I kind of want to dress like for the country vibe, you know, the horseback cowgirl kind of vibe. So part of that is wearing some distressed denim cutoffs. I gotta try them on, but I have a feeling they're gonna work out just fine because they're so stretchy. And the horseback ride in particular, right, is taking us to a waterfall where we're going to be swimming and like getting in the water with our bathing suits and stuff. So I feel like cutoff shorts is like appropriate because I'm just gonna have my bathing suit underneath, you know what I mean, type of thing. And then I ordered a couple of dresses because they looked so cute on the site. I really liked this pattern for Costa Rica. You know, very bright, very vibrant, bold colors, right? So I got that. And then here comes Ann girl. Tickle girl. Tickle girl. She said, get it right, I'm Tickle girl. Okay, and then this dress, which you also can't see, but hey, careful, careful. Again, the pattern. I love that. Very, very fun. Very, very fun. So I'm gonna try these on actually in a minute here. But I wanted to get some jewelry to complement each. I've been really into, and sit down, please. So I think for this one, I'm gonna do these earrings. And then I wanted to try these. Isn't that fun? I don't know, I thought that was fun. And these earrings were like $1, $2, whatever. So I was like, let me just try. So this first one is a necklace. Got that turquoise on there. This next one is another layer to that other necklace. So you would wear it together. And then lastly, the third layer, and the reason I bought the necklace, no. This one. You see how it has like that little bow on there? I thought that was so cute. So I'm gonna try this stuff on just to see like how legit it is. And then that will determine like the final say on all this. Let me put this stuff up because Ann is gonna have a field day. Let me just put this right on up. Girl. Another thing I've been working on kind of like as I go has been putting together a soft itinerary for us in Australia. And speaking of Australia, I got some good news and bad news. The good news is that I do plan on recording content while I'm in Australia, but the bad news, I guess, for my YouTube audience is that I do not plan to vlog. Yes, I decided that committing to vlogging would probably be too much of a heavy lift for me because of the following reasons. And I know I don't have to explain myself, but I just kind of want to. Just to give you guys an idea, you know, tell my own story so somebody else doesn't tell it for me type of thing. I'm gonna be like heavily focused on like the training aspect in those last days for the marathon. I'm gonna be really focused on that. Of course, there's gonna be a lot of moving parts. There's, you know, the plane ride, you know, there's the travel, there's the nutrition focus, there's the last minute trainings, there's the shakeout run. There's just like all this stuff that has to happen once I get to Australia, on top of having to get to Australia. And then because my dad is coming and I wanna like, you know, enjoy, you know, the environment with him. So we have things that plan that we wanna do, different tours, different things. It's just a lot. And so I decided just like in the last few days that I probably wouldn't even just put that on myself, and it'd be a lot easier just to, I mean, I can still share the experience with you guys, but it's gonna be in like short bursts, you know, like short form. So if you follow me here on YouTube, check me out on YouTube Shorts because I'm gonna be posting a lot on there. And then if you follow me on Instagram or whatever, you'll be able to see some content that I'll be posting on my Instagram stories. And I'll also probably be putting out reels and stuff. But yeah, just like the long form vlog part of it all, it's just something I'm not willing to sacrifice this time, because like I'm already a little bit nervous about the marathon in itself, just because like we're in like the final stretch of the training. Like I have my last long run this week, and that's the last long run until the marathon, and I'm only running 21 miles, which is not even a full marathon. So it's like however I do for this 21 miler, it's gonna really determine like how I show up on race day for the most part. And I'm just nervous because I don't feel prepared, you know, and maybe that's like the modest side of me talking, I don't know. I did everything I was supposed to do for the most part, but at the end, I'm starting to feel like maybe some of the traveling and some of the extracurricular projects, motherhood, wifehood, homeownerhood, has all kind of played a part in like challenging me in terms of consistency. And you know, you just start to reflect back because that's all you can do. And I'm just like, where could I have done more? Where could I have been more consistent, you know? So there's that part already like eating at me. And then I'm like nervous about the race course itself. Like it's the most challenging of all of the marathons in the world. And I chose that one for my first. So I've already kind of like reset my expectations about my performance. I don't even care about like breaking any personal records or anything like that. I just want to finish without having to go to the medical tent, right? And I've already decided in my head that I just want to finish strong, whatever that means pace-wise. And then I want to give it my all when I do Chicago, because that's flatland. You know what I mean? I want to give Chicago my all. I want to bring it home and break my own record in Chicago, but I gotta start somewhere. There's no record to break if you never start. So Sydney will just be like ground zero for me. And like I said, I'm just trying to finish with a dignified time. So yeah, it's just been a lot of thinking in like these last couple of weeks. And as of today, I am within the 1 month time frame leading up to the marathon. I'm inside of 1 month leading up to it, and it's just crazy to think that it's here already. And so yeah, those have kind of just been my thoughts lately, y'all. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank everyone for their support, especially those of you who donated to my charity for the marathon. For those of you who donated, it went to the Peace Runners. That's who I'm running with. And we did good. We almost got $2,000 raised, so we did great. And I just want to send out a huge shout out to all of my followers who donated to make this dream of mine a reality. Y'all helped me get here. So that's why I'm not going to completely abandon the idea of sharing my experience, but I do have to go about it smartly. And in order to do that, I have to take vlogging off the docket. I just can't do it. And by the time Ann is done making requests, this is what her breakfast looks like. And look at her with her baby shark. I don't even know, like wearable blanket. Girl, Anthony bought her this off Amazon, and let me tell you, she absolutely loves it. She's gotta have it. Annie girl, say hi. Say hi. You love mommy? Can I have a kiss? Mwah. Whoop whoop. Mwah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. You do this? Whoop, whoop, whoop. You do a peace sign? And do this. Do this. Peace sign.
Pizza, pizza.
Ain't no pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza.
Ain't no pizza, pizza.
Pizza, pizza. Oh, no, no.
Okay, it's lunchtime and it's like, where's my lunch? This is what I'm making for lunch. On another episode of Cook What You Have in the Fridge, I had a New York strip steak that was from Costco, so I just cut it in half. I think this is like maybe 2 5-ounce portions, maybe 4.5 ounces. So I'm seasoning it with this carne asada seasoning blend that Anthony got from somewhere. And so I'm gonna go like that flavor route, you know what I'm talking about? So I'm cooking it in some pure beef tallow, and I added a little extra garlic powder. The beef tallow is for me basically just replacing butter, because usually I would just like cook my steaks in butter. So once I discovered the beef tallow, it tastes so freaking delicious. So I'm just gonna use that. Y'all know I'm on a quest for upping my protein every day. So this is one of those pursuits. I already had some rice cooked, so I'm going to do like a cilantro lime rice, even though I don't have any lime. I'm just gonna use lemon. And then I'm gonna do some fried eggs. Alright, I went ahead and added a mild pepper from the garden and some red onion. I trust that y'all know what's about to happen right here already. Alright, I took all the deliciousness out and I'm gonna cook the eggs in what's left. Yummy. Are you ready to eat, Anthony? This other one is a little more done than it needs to be. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm excited to eat this. What do you think? Did you taste it? You didn't taste it yet?
I sure did.
Okay. Okay, let's get in it. Let's get in it. I'm gonna taste this little egg first just to see, you know what I'm saying? Put a little rice on there. Yeah, I didn't even season the eggs because the tallow was already seasoned. Okay, my egg got a little too done, so I don't have any runny yolk. What I messed up is I covered it with the lid for too long. Oh my God. Okay, let me taste my pepper. Oh my God, it's spicy. It's so good. I gotta eat with my hands. It's good, y'all. Tastes like something out of a restaurant. I'm not just saying that. The peppers are so good. Very hot. I really wish I had some lime. Very good. And I was telling my husband the cream sauce, you don't have to feel any guilt about it because it's just Greek yogurt. Okay, you guys, I am on my way out to the gym to get my 6-mile easy run done for the day. And on that note, I'm gonna talk to you guys soon. Later tonight, I have a call with my Costa Rica travel crew. So that's why I'm running to the gym now, so I can quickly get back and prepare for that. So I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching today's vlog. Love you guys so much. Mwah.